Hello and welcome to Short Story Scene. I am your host, the storyteller, and here we have a tale called Ode to a Nightingale by Keats. My heart aches and drowsy numbness pains my sense as though the hemlock I had drunk, or emptied some dull opiate to the drains. 1 minute passed and lithe words had sunk. 'Tis not through the envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy in thine happiness, that thou light-winged dryad of the trees, in some melodious plot of beechen green and shadows numberless, sing of summer of the full-throated ease. Oh, for the drought of vintage and hath been cold at long age in the deep-indwelled earth. Taste the flora and the country green, dance in provincial song and sunburnt mirth. Oh, for the breaker full of the warm south, full of the true and blushful hypocrisy, and beaded bubbles winking at the brim, the purple-stained mouth, that I might drink and leave the world unseen, and with thee fade away in the forest dim. Fade far away, dissolve in quiet, forgot what thou among the leaves hast never known, the weariness, the fever, and the fret. Here were men still, and here each other grown, where Paisley shakes of few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows pale and spectre thin and dies, where but the things to is to be full of sorrow, and laden-eyed despairs, where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes, or new love pine in them beyond tomorrow. Away, away, for I will fly to thee, not chariot or Bacchus or his pards, but on the viewless wings of poesy. And though the dull brain perplexes and retards, already with thee tender is the night, and haply the queen moon is on her throne, clustered around by all her starry fays. But here there is no light, save what her heaven is with the breezes blown through the venturous glooms and winding mossy ways. I cannot see what flowers are at my feet, nor what the soft incense hangs upon the boughs, but in the embalmed darkness guess each sweet, wherewith the seasonable month endows the grass, the thicket, the sweet tree wild, white hawthorn and pastoral eglantine, fast fading violets covered up in leaves, and mid-May's eldest child, and coming musky rose, full of dewy wine, and murmurous haunt of flies on summer eves. Darkling I listen, and for many a time I have been half in love with easeful death, called him soft names in many a mused rhyme, to take into the air my quiet breath. Now more than ever seems it rich to die, to cease upon the midnight with no pain, while thou art pouring forth thy soul abroad in such an ecstasy. Still wouldst thou sing, and I have ears in vain, to thy high requiem become a sod. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird, no hungry generations tread thee down. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient days by emperor and clown, perhaps this self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of wrath, and when is sick for home, she stood in tears amid the alien corn, the same that ofttimes hath charmed magic casements opening on the foam, and the perilous seas and fairylands forlorn. Forlorn, the very word is like a bell, to toll me back for thee to my sole self, Adieu, the fancy cannot cheat so well as she is famed to do, deceiving elf. Adieu, adieu, thy plaintive anthem fades past the near meadows, over the still stream, up the hillside, and now 'tis buried deep in the next valley glades. Was in the vision or the waking dream, fled is the music, do I wake or sleep? And that concludes our tale, Ode to a Nightingale by John Keats.